Hi everyone, my name is Han Yu Hui, and now before I start, I would want to tell you a little secret about my face. Well, as you can see, I have quite a few moles, and in the past, I used to absolutely hate them. I thought they looked messy and looked like someone had accidentally dropped ink on my face. I used to look in the mirror and ask myself, why can't I just have a normal, clear face like everyone else? But that was until one day. I was bored and I looked into the mirror, deciding to connect the dots. And I realized four of these moles on my cheek actually connect to make a beautiful diamond. From that moment on, everything changed. I was not a girl with messy skin anymore. I was a girl with a diamond on her face. That was my first lesson about perspective. That the thing that you think is an ugly problem may could be an actual pattern that you haven't understood yet. And I also feel the exact way towards today's theme. How did we get here? So, when I first received the theme, I didn't get any inspiration. I got a lot of panic. My brain didn't give me any beautiful memories. Instead, it gave me a bunch of questions. What if I trip on stage? How do I even start? Why do I have zero ideas? I was afraid and very scared. Honestly, my first step of getting here was not inspiration. It was a massive wall of problems. Talking about problems, what are they? Well, I searched up its definition and it means a thing or situation that needs attention and needs to be solved. But I think in my own personal definition, problems are the road, or maybe the cement of the road that leads to success. And on that road, interestingly, I realized even though how different each problem might seem, they all follow the same secret pattern. Now, let me whisper to you that secret. But first, follow me to one of my core memories, learning how to ride a bike at age 9. I was on a vacation with my family and my mom's friends to the forest. And all of those kids, smaller than me, were zooming on their bicycles. They looked like superheroes, their hair flying in the wind, laughing, while they visited the fruit gardens, the mountains, the forest. Meanwhile, I was on my feet. I was walking. And I felt behind. That moment, I decided I was going to learn how to ride a bike. Well, when I first sat on the bike, it was a very different story. It was frustrating and messy. Every time I thought, okay, this time I can definitely do it, I would wobble and fall. I felt like I was stuck in the circle of failure. I felt like I could never get out of it. But when you actually look closer into that circle, you would realize every fall I make, they teach me another small lesson. One fall taught me balance. One fall taught me control. And one fall taught me that the scary medicine only stings for a minute, but the embarrassment of quitting stings for a lifetime. And so, over time, all of my failures started to fill up the circle until one day it cracked open. I was finally riding a bike. That moment, I thought, yes, I finally did it. Now that I'm on top of the mountain, no more problems for me. I thought I would be happy ever after, just like a fairy tale, and no more problems. But grade 7 happened with math. I sat down in math class, opened my textbook, and I saw a bunch of alien language. X's, Y's, brackets, formulas, and everything I couldn't understand. Suddenly, I was that scared 9-year-old kid on the bike again. I didn't know what to do, but then I realized, wait, this is just a bike all over again. So I sat down and solved the problem until everything was finally correct, just like the bike. And after that, I finally understood. Life isn't just a straight line of progress like I thought. It's actually a spiral. And I think it works like this. So, first, you meet a physical problem, or the bike, and you struggle and you solve it. And then you move up on a spiral and you meet a mental problem, or the math, and you struggle and you solve it. And you move up and you meet a social problem, or standing here in front of you guys and speaking. And guess what? I'm actually solving it right now. So, when you meet a new problem, it doesn't mean that you're back at the beginning. It just means that you've leveled up. You're looking at the world from a much better place than you were before. Because problems don't get easier, they get higher. So, if you're struggling with a problem, whether it's a broken friendship, or a lesson that just seems impossible, or maybe trying to figure out who you are, don't be afraid to fall. Because, like Albert Einstein once said, life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. So, keep moving, keep falling, and keep spiraling, because that is the only way to get here. Thank you for listening. Bye.